What goes on, y'all? It's your girl Isha, aka Asia, and I am back with another reading for y'all today. I realized over the weekend I did do the other messages. My bad. I was focusing on streaming on Twitch, which I did do yesterday, and I need to do tonight. But what I'm going to do is use this time with these two decks to do Aries moon messages. All right. So, what you need to know. Good Lord, the tower popped up. What the fuck? What? Actually, that's not a bad thing. The tower, well, not we all, but it can be known to be a card that sometimes gets there's a misconception about the tower being like a bad card, but sometimes they're positive shifts, indicating the good that could be coming towards you, what's in your life that does need to be there. Whoop de woo. All right. So, this is going to be for my air signs. So, if you've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if you're nasty, then these messages might just be for you. Make sure you follow, comment, subscribe, do all the things, regardless of where you're seeing this, because I appreciate you guys seeing it. So, Aries Moon messages. All right. I'm going to make sure I do this deck as well for y'all. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this at the end for the Hootie Who section. So we're going to switch it up a little bit from the weekend messages. Instead of having these up at the forefront and then going from there, I'll use those at the end. Okay. So for the Aries full moon, what do my air signs need to focus on? Shit. So you need to focus on growth. What are your goals this month, air signs? 0202 on the timer. What are some things that you need to focus on? What are some things, some projects, new job maybe, family? What are you growing this month? What else? You have the Eight of Imps in reverse, the Star in reverse. Here goes the Tower again. Then we have the Six of Cups, aka Six of Ghosts, and the Star, the Empress in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Coast, same thing as the King of Cups. All right, so Aries moon, full moon, what you need to know. So there could be a shift in what you're focused on. When it comes to the tower, it means whatever is aligned, isn't aligned with you, it needs to fucking go. So 0303 on the timer. So there may be something that you're planting, some seeds that you're planting right now, something that you haven't come to fruition. Um, that you need to make sure that it's in alignment with whatever goal it is that you're setting. Hold on just a second. Okay, so just ensure that you're in alignment with those things because you you could be feeling blocked in regards to communication with someone from your past. It could be a soulmate. Now, mind you, aren't necessarily romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be familial. Okay, so there could be something going on this full moon that could affect you where whatever it is that you haven't had a chance to heal just yet. And I think that has to deal with self-care, and being better at managing your emotions and releasing again what no longer serves you, because you've been holding on to something for a long time, and based on this you've been holding on to a lot of grief regarding something that didn't work out with could it be an earth sign. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn doesn't necessarily have to be, but with that King of Cups being in reverse, someone's distorted. Someone could be a little toxic. Someone could be a little selfish. Someone may not be grounded. But this focus not being on your bag, and the delay in receiving any communication on whatever this particular situation is, whatever you're attempting to invest in, make sure that you're recognizing that you're being You're being level headed, and um, is your heart is not allowing you to put your eggs all in one basket, okay? Especially if you're like a hopeless romantic, get out of that mindset and recognize that if the person isn't meant for you, the person isn't meant for you. And I know damn well the cards are talking to me right now about that. So, air signs, this could very well have to do with what you need to release relationship wise if you are in a relationship with someone or are looking to be. What's the Seven of Pumpkins in the Tower? The Hermit in reverse. Virgo energy could be of significance. So, at this point, if you've been keeping to yourself a lot, if you've been isolating a lot, it's time to take whatever that you've been focusing on in that isolation, whatever magic that you've been making in that silence. It's time for you to transmute that energy and put that into your projects. You have the moon in reverse. This is me letting you know that I'm telling you the truth. Okay. The moon indicates upright, what's hidden, what needs to be revealed, what things are hiding in the background. Because why the fuck is a lobster right there? But what needs to be revealed and what the truth is, it's time for you to come out of your shell, especially when it has to deal with your work. Um, and if this isn't resonating in regards to a relationship, then this just has to do with deal with yourself. Okay, how are you holding yourself back, and what do you need to not hold yourself back this month? This Aries full moon is discussing things that don't serve you, what isn't in alignment, what doesn't light your world on fire, and where those things are lighting you on fire. How where are you holding yourself back? Six of Ghosts also is the Six of Cups, like I mentioned, and that also has to do with your inner child. So where are you not communicating with yourself? What's the Eight of Imps in reverse? And the literally while I was thinking about it, the Hangman in reverse came out. So it's time for you to shift your perspective when it comes to juggling how you're catering to your inner child. How are you catering to the softness within you? Are you softening? Are you taking good care of yourself? Are you not putting yourself first? Are you balancing so many things at this time to where you're indecisive about putting yourself first or putting something else first? You don't have to win at all costs when it comes to certain things with this Five of Bats. There doesn't need to be this much chaos in your life, especially if you feel like you're running on empty. That doesn't need to be the case. The Hierophant. Some of you could very well be spiritual as well. Some of you could be really focused on traditions, maybe even making a tradition with yourself, maybe even um, having a deeper relationship with yourself. With the Lovers here, Gemini energy could be of significance. So far you've got Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, and the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. So it's time for you to make a declaration with yourself this Aries moon to be more focused on yourself, more giving to yourself. What's the Star in reverse and the Empress in reverse, spirit, when it comes to this Aries full moon for my air signs and what they need to focus on? You've got the High Priestess in reverse and the Ten of Cups. So some of you aren't following your intuition right now. Pisces energy again could be of significance. So some of you are not trusting your intuition. Some of you could be a little delusional right now when it comes to your Ten of Cups. And that could be because you're focusing on something that you're not prepared for. Damn. Bottom of the deck is an Ace of Imps in reverse. I guess I'm telling the truth on that. So there could very well be something that you want a Ten of Cups. You want your future. You want that love. You want that guidance. You want that happiness. You want that peace. You want that fulfillment. However, there are still some things that you need to heal. And mainly is taking care of yourself, because you don't need someone else to take care of you. You may want someone to take care of you, but you don't need that. Okay? You need to give that to yourself, and you're not trusting your intuition and recognizing that, hey, I really need to take better care of myself if this is what I truly want. Because while you can be with someone while working on yourself and they're working on themselves, if you're not doing the inner work and doing the healing that you need to do, and releasing whatever grief of something that didn't happen, what could have been a missed opportunity and things like that when it comes to your passions, that's going to hold you back, because you're just going to think about where you may have failed before without taking that information and recognizing where you can use that to succeed in the future. Is there anything else the air signs need to know at this time? Okay. So, what advice do we have for the air sign spirit? Oh, shit. The Knight of Pumpkins and the Nine of Imps. And the Knight of Pumpkins is in reverse. So, keep your guard up and focus on where there are delays, where you are going backwards, and where you are going slower. Ada Baps, you're no longer trapped in your mind. You're no longer trapped in your thoughts. Yeah, you may be overanalyzing a little bit and overthinking a little bit, but it doesn't have to be that way. Realize where you're stalling and how you can better manage that so you can you can move forward. Anything else for advice? The Magician in reverse. So pay attention to what you're manifesting. All right. If you feel like things aren't moving forward the way you'd like them to be, or you're not manifesting exactly what you want, I think you need to practice and focus on gratefulness for what you do have. Practice gratefulness for what's already making you happy. Practice gratefulness with for what you do have, and instead of focusing on what you don't and have what you haven't manifested just yet, focus on what you do have, because that gratefulness is going to make room for what you are manifesting. Okay, instead of feeling lost in the sauce, if you will, there's going to be opportunities for you to transmute that energy, like I mentioned earlier, and move forward. All right, so now we're on that hootie hoo sound off. All right, and we're going to start with Libra, and we're going to go all the way to Virgo, and these are going to be messages for your moon sign. Okay, since we're doing Aries full moon, I'm going to do these by moon sign, okay, of what you need to focus on, what's the theme, or just whatever comes out in this for our hootie hoo section, okay? So if you have a Libra moon, shit. If you have a Libra moon, you need to focus on the truth. What is the truth? All right. Where can you be more truthful to yourself? This Aries moon, this period, this month rather. Where can you be more truthful and honest with yourself? Where do you need to make some changes? Scorpio moon, are you being a drama queen? Are you stressed out about something that you really don't need to stress out about? Are you stressing other people out? Okay. Are you making something bigger than what it is? Are you living for drama? Do you have a lot of drama in your life? And if so, where is it and where can you make that change? Sagittarius moon, time to go on a vacation, baby. Time for you to plan a vacation. Capricorn moon, if your moon is in Capricorn, continue to remain hopeful. Hold on to that magic, okay? Recognize that things can change and will change. Again, with practicing that gratitude. Remember that if you are going through a rough time right now, consider how many rough times you've gotten past and gotten through in this 2025. All right. If you have an Aquarius moon, if you have an Aquarius moon, it's time for you to laugh some more. I feel like you could be way too serious right now. You're overthinking, you're in your head a lot, and it's time for you to get outside and have some fun with friends. Pisces moon, if your moon is in Pisces, what do you need to know for this Aries moon? If your moon is in Pisces, daydream. You could be stuck in the clouds a little bit more than you need to be. It's time for you to get grounded and get in centered. There's nothing wrong with daydreaming. At the same time, if you're too focused on what isn't and not focused on what is, that could harm your perspective on reality. Okay. Aries moon. Mm. Where are you being desperate? Are you desperate to get to the finish line? Are you desperate to finish? Are you desperate to get to a point where you're no longer pushing and pulling against something? Where are you desperate? Why are you desperate? Okay. And where can you shift that? Taurus moon. You got somebody around you that's a hater. All right. And you could have some things where you're hating on other people, or perhaps you're even hating on yourself. Where are you being mean to yourself, and how can you adjust that? Gemini moon. Hmm, Gemini moon. Responsibility. Where can you act more responsibly in your life? Are you not being responsible for some things in your life to where you're procrastinating because you don't want to deal with it? It's important to not let things fall through the cracks, because if you're comfortable with letting yourself down, it'll trickle into the other people in your life that really need you at this time, okay? Cancer moon. Wait, yeah, Cancer moon, because I was just on Gemini. Cancer moon. I just need one card. Cancer moon. Jesus. Cancer moon. I just need one. Okay, you determined to give me two. Cancer moon. Okay, okay. You're going through a glow up, Cancer moons. Okay, be proud of that, especially if you've been going through a lot right now. Allow yourself to come out of your shell. All right, if you're someone that doesn't wear a lot of colorful clothes, it's time to do that. All right, even if you decide, if you are someone who wears makeup, get one of those blue mascara colors. Switch it up. Leo moon. If your moon is in Leo, just one card, please. Leo moon. Oh shit. Your moon is Leo, you're feeling a little needy right now, that's okay. That means you need to nurture yourself and give to yourself. If you're feeling a little needy, you need to have a conversation with yourself and say, okay, where can I give to myself to where I'm not feeling like this and being codependent on others? Lastly, Virgo moon. If your moon is in Virgo, you could be going through a crisis, so you need to pray. If you're going through a crisis right now, you don't necessarily know what to do, don't rush it. Take your time, do it right. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight. All right? And pay attention to the signs, Virgo moons. So this is all I have for y'all right now. Thank you so much for rocking with me. Make sure, again, like I said, to follow, subscribe, comment, share, like, do all the things. Okay? Y'all know what it is and y'all know what it ain't. I holla back.